I am apologizing. Watch out. I'm apologizing for being a little late on this. I usually try to get them as soon as I watch the season or finish the season. I try to get it up soon after my review. But holiday season came up, and I took a couple weeks off from just recording in general, and it was nice to do that. I think just to give myself peace of mind, because when I'm recording and I'm editing, it's like it's a daily thing for me. So I'm all in with this kind of thing. But I'm not going to be too long on this. I'm sad to say that I think season 49 might be my least favorite of the new era, and maybe a couple of things are unfairly weighing on it. I want to say straight out the gate. Um, if you don't know who the players from 49 on 50 are, I was gonna say okay, avert your eyes, but we everybody already knows. Plus, I think they are in the preview now, so I think it's actually official public knowledge now too. Um, that was the biggest thing that put a damper on the season, because already going into the season, it's like, all right, who? There was already this discourse of like, sorry for season 49, like no one's gonna be caring about you. We're gonna be thinking about 50, but that wasn't even the case when it got into the season. Everybody was all in the season, but what loomed large over it was the fact that we knew the cast of 50, including the 49 players, before the season even started. So we knew before the season started, Rizgod, RZGOD, Rizgod Baby, and Savannah were going to be on the cast. And Savannah was on the tribe that had no winner, while the other two tribes have winners. And what do you know? She was the winner. So literally the season was spoiled from day one. That's not an ideal way to watch Survivor. Obviously, people have that experience who come into the scene and like we want to go back and rewatch, and they already know the winners. But when you're watching live, like man, that is awful. Because it was always one of those things where like it really seems like Savannah's probably the winner. Because why is there no winner here and she's there? And then why is she on 50? As you're going through the season, you have to keep asking yourself, why are they on 50? They haven't done anything yet, so they have to get far enough to make their mark. Um, but it was always just holding out hope that maybe for some reason there was no winner on that tribe, but it was just the obvious thing, spoiled from day one, day -1. So that was really annoying because it's not even just in a vacuum. Like, oh, we know they're on 50. Okay, it affects the entire DNA of the whole season. Anytime it's a question of is it going to be Savannah that goes or this person, or is it going to be Rizzo that goes or this person? Every single time you knew the answer, because it really didn't even. It wasn't convincing that they deserved to be on 50 till very late in the game, and it was never going to be convincing. You knew before the season started they were making a deep run, so that's already a huge spoiler. But then the fact where like each week we're like, okay, we're waiting for the big thing to get them into 50, so they're still going to be safe again and again and again, and it's still arguable at the end of the day whether they should be on 50 or not. I actually enjoyed Rizzo and some of his antics on the season. I enjoyed Savannah and her little bit of attitude that she brought. I liked that. Um, would I have said I need them on the following season? No. In the same way that I didn't need 3 from season 48. Just again, questionable decisions there. But yeah, I'm sorry. It just took away from the season so much to me. Like some of the most dramatic, clearly supposed to be the most dramatic moments, were really fell flat because of that knowledge. And look, I can say like it's not the fault of the season 49 players that that's the case, but it is the fault of the producers. Like this was avoidable. First of all, you didn't need to cast someone from 49 on 50 to have the spoilers be that available. Second of all, you could have edited things differently. Obviously, did more to prevent the leaks, all these things, but alas, what we got, I just think obviously that does taint it for me, but even looking past that, I don't think it has the most exciting moments. Um, Pre-merge, a bit of a slog at times. not my favorite characters. Like I don't have a lot of huge like players I really love from the season, whereas I do have that in most, if not all, the other New Era seasons. Because even after the whole season was over, I wasn't like, ooh, Savannah and Rizzo needed to be on 50. Absolutely. It wasn't really the case. I liked both of them, but it wasn't passionate. So, and it was just so frustrating. Like, so much being invested in this Blue Sophie storyline for her to just completely not do anything with her knowledge is power. Like, man, it would have been so juicy if we had her take that from Rizzo. Like, we were robbed of such an amazing potential moment. But yeah, now there's this whole, like, Sage has outed some players for pre-gaming. It's a whole controversy surrounding the season. So that's a messy aspect. I will say I like Jawan. Jawan was probably my favorite of the season, but even him, it's not like I need to see him back. It wasn't still that passionate. But yeah, and then I could mention briefly the preview for season 50. Shocking. What should have been epic was just not epic to me. I'm sorry. Still just such questionable choices, and then I was completely shook by these celebrity name drops, and I was like cringing. I'm like, oh no, have we officially reached the jump the shark moment? I hope not. But when you hear Rick Devens say the Billie Eilish boomerang idol, and Christian Hubicki say my fate in this game was might rest in Jimmy Fallon's hands, or something along those lines, and then cut to Mr. Beast, his face, and he's got a beast box or whatever. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It just actually shocked me and terrifies me. It does. I don't care what Jeff has said to try to justify it. I just don't. He was like, we didn't force this on them. They came to us with these ideas. Like, that doesn't make it any better or worse to me. It's still your choice as the producers. No one wants branded advantages. The Tyler Perry idol and influence was enough, but now we have to literally have our players saying the Billie Eilish boomerang idol. By the way, what is that? What is a boomerang idol? I have no idea. Also, season 50 spoilers by showing Christian Hubicki with the beard, and we have to wait until he gets the Jimmy Fallon advantage, and Rick Devens got to wait till he gets the Billie Eilish boomerang idol. Like these are kind of big spoiler moments, even if they weren't the most corny thing in the world. Just oh god, I'm sure it'll still be a fun time, but okay. Other moments like. It was kind of amazing to see how much some people have aged, because it actually has been so long you don't even think about it, and you just have this vision, this image in your mind of certain players on repeat. Even like Colby, I always think of heroes versus villains Colby, but man, he's got some age to him. That was just a shock to see. Ozzy's looking kind of rough. Just some wows in those cutaways. I'm really looking forward to it, honestly, but obviously I'm very cautious about the celebrity stuff. Like it's just silly, and it feels like it does devalue the game in some ways. So that's what I'm worried about. So, and I mean, even the idea outside of that, it's like I guess that revealed one of the 50 votes. Like we must have some crazy advantage shit must have been voted for. Definitely wasn't minimal advantages if we have Billie Eilish boomerang idols in there. If you have any ideas what a boomerang idol would be, by the way, let me know. I'm just curious. Let me know your thoughts on season 49 and going into season 50. Season 49, not one of my favorite seasons by any means. I think it's the worst New Era season. Without going back and taking a critical eye to everything. And obviously, this season will benefit more than most from watching retroactively versus in the moment, because then you can kind of take out the aspect of things being semi-spoiled. But still, it just felt I felt confident it was my least favorite, so we'll see. Let me know. Sound off below. Would love to hear your thoughts. And subscribe to the channel for more on film, TV, and reality television. That's right. Thank you.